How dare you? King Charles III exiles Meg permanently after used podcast for damaging royal. Meghan Markle is regarded by some within the royal family as a loose cannon, and may even be planning to re-edit some of her scheduled podcasts to add sensitive details about the Queen's funeral, a royal commentator has suggested. Meanwhile, a delay to Prince Harry's book is not necessarily good news for King Charles III, Jonathan Saccardotti pointed out, because it might indicate a move by Prince Harry to do something similar. Storm clouds have been gathering since the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped back as frontline royals and relocated to the United States at the start of 2020. Tensions then worsened after an explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey in which Meghan claimed one unnamed royal had speculated about the skin tone of unborn son Archie. The royals managed to put on a united front throughout the 10-day mourning period which followed the Queen's death on September 8, and Harry and Meghan even joined forces with their in-laws, the Prince and Princess of Wales, for a walkabout at Windsor during which they met crowds of well-wishers and read floral tributes. However, journalist Mr. Saccardotti, whose credits include Fox News, Sky News and the BBC, suggested the rift was far from healed. He told Express.co.uk, "I think the royal family does try to control what individual members of the family do in terms of publicity. I don't think that is news to anyone. And I think they did presumably try to control what Harry and Meghan did when they were within the family. But I think now that they have left as working royals and have left the country, they obviously have much less control over them. And so to the royal family, at least Meghan may be a loose cannon because she is somebody that will respect the rules and requests and preferences of the royal family only as far as she feels she should." Both Meghan and Harry had made it plain that they were pursuing their own agenda, Mr. Saccardotti emphasized. He continued, "I think they will try and make that balance as they see fit, but they may think that balance is struck in a different way from the royal family, that is the point. And that is their right. Incidentally, they are under no obligation. It is just that people are judging them on where they choose to strike that balance. That is everybody's prerogative, to judge them how we all feel they have done. Consequently, it was difficult to predict the couple's next move," Mr. Saccardotti pointed out. The release date of Meghan Markle's new podcast episode has been announced as the mourning period for the death of Queen Elizabeth II is now officially over. The Duchess of Sussex's Archetypes is returning on Tuesday, October 4, after being put on hold ahead of the late monarch's funeral. The new episode will feature comedian and actor Margaret Cho in a conversation about Asian American tropes in the entertainment industry, according to Variety. The podcast was launched in August this year and is described on Spotify as refreshing and dynamic. The description of the first episode reads, "The Duchess of Sussex dives into the labels that try to hold women back. During these intimate and candid conversations with guests from around the world we discover how these archetypes impact our everyday lives in ways big and small. With experts and historians, Meghan also uncovers how we got here in the first place, unearthing the origin of words such as diva, slut, the B word, hysterical, and many more, and asks the question, can we change this? Archetypes. Don't believe the type." The episodes launched so far see Meghan talking to American tennis player Serena Williams, singer-songwriter Mariah Carey and actress Mindy Kaling. After the episode with Serena, who is also a friend of Meghan, was launched, the superstar published a photo on Instagram, with the caption, "I loved talking about so many important topics with my dear friend Meghan as her first guest on #Archetypes for at Spotify. It's out now and worth the listen, especially if you're ambitious."